Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our first home games, Cubs basketball here on this post-winter snowstorm Saturday afternoon. I hope you are done with clearing snow. Only been 3 Saturdays in a row, but we are all ready for Cubs basketball here today. Cubs opened up the season last night. Disappointing output against a very tough Gayville-Vollen team. They got out to a late start, but they made some adjustments and they hung in there for a while, but did fall 33 to 46, and so they're looking to get their first win of the year here under second-year head coach Nate Solberg, assisted by Joe Miller. They lost 33-46. High score in the game last night for the Cubs was Emma Solberg. She had 11 points last night, so we're looking forward to a great night of basketball afternoon. That is, we'll have the boys who lost. Really want to just play another game. They're going to be. We'll talk about them here after the girls' game. But girls with 3 starters back from last year's squad. The juniors Solberg, Winquist, and the senior Delta Pies. Adding some new players in the way. There is a youth movement going on with some 8th grade players. They get switched in a little bit, did really well when some of them was in there, and some younger faces popping up as well. So we're excited for the Cubs basketball, girls basketball this year. 49 seconds left. We'll just let her play. And thanks again for joining us here. We'll have starting lineups here in just a moment. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's varsity basketball doubleheader as the visiting Trappers from Scotland Menno take on the home squad, your Alcester-Hudson Cubs. Let's start with the starting lineups for the visiting Trappers of Scotland Menno. 5'5" senior number 10, Ashlyn Burkett. 5'11" senior number 11, Lexi McNeach. 5'6" junior number 12, Hope Starwall. 5'6" junior number 14, Kylie Goffmiller. And 6'1" sophomore number 50, Evelyn Heffenleibel. Trappers are coached by head coach Todd Schutkin, Wayne Brunke, and Sally Bieber. Now the starting lineups for your Alcester-Hudson Cubs. 5'7" junior Emily Winquist. 5'8" junior Emma Solberg. 5'10" junior number 11 Ayana Shizzle. 5'9" senior number 21 Delta Pies. Well, good afternoon again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs basketball. We're so excited you can join us here on this wintry December afternoon. Only home game before the new year for the Cubs, so we're glad we got this one in. Everybody got their snow cleared out, and we're underway. Cubs 0-1 on the year. Scotland Menno, this will be their first game after a rescheduled match they had on Thursday night as they open up the season on the road against your hometown Alcester-Hudson Cubs. Thanks again for joining us. And Cubs get the ball, or Trappers get the ball off a tip. And there's a steal by Solberg. She's going to press the ball. Nice pass to Shizzle, up and good. Oh, just a little bit too strong. And rebound goes down to number 11 for the Trappers. That is McNinch. And she gets it off to the long three-point shot, up and good by number 14. Nice shot over the outstretched arms of the defender Carlson. That's Guthmiller. That's Pies battling inside underneath, and puts the shot up and is going to go to the line to shoot two. Pies, the only senior on this year's team. And she goes to the line. A nice shot by Pies. And 3-1 is your score. Thanks again for joining us. There's the shot up and then short. Rebounded by Guthmiller. Correction, Gothmiller. I'll get that right. Nice defensive pressure by number 3, Solberg. Solberg was the leading scorer for the Cubs in last night's loss with 11 points. Number 11, McNinch, is going to handle the ball here, setting up the Trapper offense. Gets it off to Starwalt. Tight defense by Solberg. Kicks it out to Burkett. And there's a steal by Winquist. She gets the steal. The drive, the finish, the complete package. Winquist with a nice steal and bucket for the Cubs. It's all tied up 3-3. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Cubs' Carlson. She fires it off to Winquist. Winquist going all the way. Oh. And was looking for the foul call there. Didn't get it. Adam said it'll be out of bounds to the Trappers. Cubs looks like they're going to go to a full court press here. Oops. And I think Solberg lost their footing there a little bit and gets their first foul, but it's a pretty good foul, I guess. Wasn't a light tap, kind of a shove, but hey, if it's going to be a foul, make it a foul, right? As long as nobody gets hurt, right? 3-3 your score, full court press. And Winquist gets the steal off the press. Shot goes up a little short. She battles for the rebound. And she got kind of tangled up with Shizzle under there, but she does draw the foul. Not on Shizzle. Wouldn't call a foul on your old teammate, but on the Trappers. Looks like that's going to be on number 14, her first foul of the afternoon. First free throw shot for Winquist is short. And she'll set up for her second round. So we're going to like the defensive pressure we've seen early on from the Cubs. Winquist with the free throw and puts the Cubs up 4-3, and they force another turnover. So press working here in the early stages. We did not see the press yesterday from the Cubs. It's pretty effective here for Coach Nate Solberg's squad. And pass out to Solberg. She's tied up there and is going to draw the foul. So foul starting to be the early sign. That's a third foul on the Trappers here. Starting to work their way. It's the second foul on number 14, Gothmiller. She's going to step out, and in comes number 21, Campbell Mock. There's Winquist. Off. This is Solberg for three. A little bit short. Chisel tries to save it, but it's out of bounds and to the Trappers. Nice steal down there. That's Skylar Hongslow in the game for the game, the 8th grader. I talked about the youth movement. Coach Nate Solberg's got himself a pretty good program he's built as the junior high coach and as now the second year's high school head coach. He's got a real good 8th grade squad here. Some of these girls, I understand, are going to rotate on a basis. So from time to time, you'll see some 8th graders in there, and Skylar Hongslow is one of those. So timeout on the floor. Cubs lead 4-3. Playing good defense. We'll be back after. Let's take a look at our sponsors here that help us bring us basketball on YouTube.
After we get it in,
And we're back here as we come out of the timeout. Cubs lead 4-3 here in quarter number 1. Last minute or so, it's been a pretty good stretch for the Cubs in this full court press. They're going to set up their offense. Winquist inside to Schissel, outside to the baseline to Pye. Shot goes up. In traffic and out of bounds to the Trappers. Nice steal again on the thing. That's inside to Hongslow. Hongslow and gets the pass from Winquist off the steal. And Cubs are up 6-3. Putting on the squeeze on the press. Trappers having all kinds of problems with it, and that's going to be a jump ball. As Schissel ties up number 21, Mock. And on the possession arrow will be Trappers' ball. In there for the Cubs, you've got Pies, you've got Solberg, Schissel, the 8th graders, Hongslow, as I talked about, and Winquist. Trappers get the ball across half court, and they'll set up their offense. And a foul on the play. It's Hongslow on the foul. If you're just tuning in for the first time this year to watch the Cubs, again, returning starters looking for big things from Winquist, Hongslow, and Pies. They return a lot of varsity experience. Lainey Decker, sophomore, checks in. It's a nice defense on underneath by Pies. She blocks that shot, goes out of bounds, going to stay with the Trappers. And they'll take it out of bounds. 32 on the shot cut left. We're still just underway in this first quarter. 6-3. Cubs have the lead. Outlet pass to Burkett. She's still got it. That's Starwald on the far side. Going to feed it out. 3-point attempt. Up and off the rim for McNinch. Cubs want to run with the ball. This is Winquist. She's pretty quick. Can't deliver the layup. Off the steal, rebound to the Trappers. Yeah, nice defense by Schissel on that play. Gets the traveling violation. Number 3, Havlik in the ball game. Freshman for the Trappers. That's Pies open in the middle. Shot a little bit too strong. Rebounded by McNint. She's going to run the floor. She's going to go all the way. And gets the 2 points. So 6-5 your score. That's what we've seen from the Cubs on their scoring this first quarter. The drive and the shot. Pass picked up by, that's Decker on the far side. And Coach Solberg doesn't like what he sees. He calls a timeout. We'll be back after this. Actually, we'll leave it here if he's doing a 30-second timeout or not. Again, Cubs' only home game this year until the new year, I guess. Season just got underway last night. It's supposed to be Thursday night. But with all this weather we're having, we pushed it to Friday night, got it in, and we cleared some snow. Didn't have the JV. Actually, the JV boys are playing right now. Didn't have the junior high games today like we thought, but got this one in. And Cubs will, on Monday, will play over in Iowa at Akron Westfield on Monday. And then the following Saturday, they'll be on the road in the afternoon against Parker Marion. So a couple road games to finish off the December schedule for the Cubs before Christmas. And the long Christmas break, they'll play again after Christmas break. Havlick with the ball. Gets it off on the far side to Starwalt. And this is Heckenleibel. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Cubs basketball. So a lot of defense in this game so far. 6-5 your score. Cubs up by 1. Decker fires it in to Schissel, Elsie Bovell in the game now for the Cubs. This is a three-point shot by Winquist, but cleaning up the boards is sophomore Lainey Decker. Cubs up by 3. Nice rebound by Decker and putback. And that'll be a turnover on the out-of-bounds line. Some early season jitters here in their first game from the Trappers. Winquist from the baseline, rattles around, misses, but there's Decker again on the rebound, can't get it to fall. Bovell had another rebound for the Cubs, but Scotland takes control of it. And with a 3-point deficit, they're going to fire a 3. That's number 12, a little bit too strong for Starwalt. Rebounded down there by Solberg. Here comes the fast-paced Cub. Fires inside to Pies on the pass from Winquist. Oh, and there's a steal. Nice steal. Pies trying to get her arm in there. Trying to get the jump ball, but she kind of had her hooked. So good. It was a good effort, but they're going to call the foul. And Delta actually was drugged to the ground, but she was, they're going to say it was on Pies. And back in the game is Carlson. As Pies takes a break, that's her first foul on Pies. 3 team fouls. There's another steal by the Cubs by Schissel. Now Schissel has it. They get it off to Carlson. This is Decker from the baseline. Shot blocked, but out of bounds. Hey, Schissel going to take it out of bounds for the Cubs. Set up their offense. Long outlet pass to Winquist. Carlson controls the ball. This is Bovell. Nice pass from Bovell. Carlson finally gets it collected up and in. Great pass from Elsie Bovell to Carlson on the connection. And Cubs up 10-5. And we're going to get a foul here. Didn't quite see it. But that one's going to be on Summer Carlson, her first foul. And the Trappers down 5. Take the ball out of bounds here on the near side. Havlick dribbles the ball to about the free throw line. Looking for somebody to pass to, and she commits a turnover, and Cubs get the ball back. So turnover is the story for the Trappers. Cubs playing excellent defense here. Winquist dribbles the ball across half court. Set up the Cubs offense. Beauville, another good pass by Beauville. Shizzle, though, can't connect. And rebound by Goffmiller. Oh, and that foul is going to be on Shizzle. And that'll be 5 fouls. We're going to shoot 2 here. So 5 fouls on the Cubs will put the Trappers in the bonus. If you haven't watched basketball for a couple years, they instituted the new bonus rule last year. Done away with the one-on-ones. And after 5 fouls in a quarter, team gets to shoot 2. And then resets every quarter. Hongslow and looks like Vermolm. Hongslow, 8th grader, Vermolm, 9th grader. Coach Solberg with a plethora of Cub players to choose from there on the bench. I know some of the younger kids are in and out depending on the game. And there's a nice shot, free throw shot by Nix. 10-6 your score. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back. 1:26 left to go in the first period. And we're back here after the timeout. 10-6. Cubs lead the Trappers. Excellent defensive effort, as I said, all quarter by the Cubs. This is Bovo. A dish inside to Vermolm. Oops. Stolen by the Trappers. There's a steal by Hongslow. He's going to wait for somebody. This is Carlson. Carlson from the free throw line, a little bit too strong. Rebounded by the Trappers, and that's a foul on the Cubs. And the Trappers are going to get to shoot 2. It's going to be number 4, Hongslow. 2 fouls on her here in period number 1. Also, two fouls. Let's see if you're looking at fouls here in the first period. 2 fouls on Decker is 2. So Decker and Hongslow both with 2 fouls. I'm sorry. Only one with 2 fouls is Hongslow. My apologies. I can't read the stats right. And Hongslow will have a seat and back. Winquist, the starting guard for the Cubs. Checks back in. Second free throw up and good by McNinch. Number 12, Starwalt checking in for the Trappers. Winquist will take the ball up court, set up the Cubs offense. Pass a little bit too strong, so Cubs have been a little errant in some of their passes here down on the offensive end of the court, keeping the deficit to just 3 points, but there's a steal by Winquist. She's going to take it coast to coast. Emily Winquist, the junior, with the steal, the drive, the finish. Second time she's been coast to coast today. Cubs up by 5. Here's a nice tip by Elsie Beauville. And Pies checks in. Vermont takes a seat as Pies checks back in.
Maybe smart now.
And free throw up and good. 12-8, 9 seconds left here. Oh, another steal by the Trappers, who've had a few steals here in the last minute or so. Cubs will get it back, 4 seconds left. Winquist is going to take it. She's going to stop and pop. Long shot by Winquist, a little bit short. Well, kind of a back and forth game. Good defense by the Cubs. Trappers with some good defense in the last minute. We have a 12-8 score. We'll be back after this.
Hey, first one, blind. Up the second one, please. White ball gets top. Oh, I can go.
And we're back just in time to see Winquist drain a three. Liquid Drano for Winquist. And she gets the 3 points and gets a foul right after that. Just wanting to use up all the lines in the stat sheet. Nice three-pointer by Winquist. Puts the Cubs up 15-8 here. Full court press again by the Cubs. All the starters back out there except for Elsie Beauville is in there for Carlson. It's a pass. Oh, Winquist loses it off almost the foot of the Trapper player. Inadvertent buzzer there. And it's going to be a foul. Looks like on Winquist. That might be her second foul. Not just her second foul in the game, but second foul in about 30 seconds. So taken out of the bounds is Gothmiller. And in for the game for the Cubs is number 2, Emily, that's her sister, Lexi Miller, in for the game for the Cubs. Cubs get the rebound. This is Solberg. She's going to go up for the layup, a little bit short on the layup. And fighting for the rebound is Gothmiller. The 2-point shot up and good. They're going to say 3. Thought it was a 2-point shot, but up and good. Nice shot by number 11, McNinch. Long three-pointer by Solberg, a little bit too short. So Trappers hanging around in this game here. Last minute or so of that first quarter, had some turnovers, led to some fouls and some free throw points from the Trappers. And there's a steal by Pies. Pies down on the other end. There you go, folks. Delta Pies with the steal, the drive, and the 2 points for the Cubs. And Beauville controls the rebound for the Cubs. It's going to be a foul. Cubs need a little sharper passes. It's going to be a foul against Chisholm on the loose ball. And down 6. Trappers take the ball up the court. There's steal by Beauville. And that's going to be a foul on the Trappers. So first foul of the quarter for the Trappers. It's going to be on number 14, her third foul, Gothmiller. Lexi Miller with a shot, up and good for the 8th grader Miller. And Cubs up by 8. Trappers passing the ball around here on the outside, looking for a shot. There's almost a steal by Miller. Trappers get it back though. 4 on the shot clock, long 3-point shot, a little bit too strong, rebounded by the Cubs, and Pies gets it, fires it up to Solberg. Solberg's gonna shake and bake, puts the shot up and good. Solberg shaked and baked and cooked the chicken and gets a little dessert with an N1. That foul's on number 50, Heckenleibel, her second. And Cubs now off to a 10-point lead. Three points for Solberg, her first points of the night, and 22-11 is your score. Chisholm with the loose ball, gets it off to Solberg. Solberg's going to go up again. Can't get the basket, but she does draw the foul. So she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on number 11, McNinch. Short, a little shot. The shot is a little bit short. And the Trappers down by 11 set up their offense. And Pies now with the rebound. Fires it off to Solberg after the missed shot by the Trappers. In for the Cubs is number 10, Lily Vandenhol. There's a steal by Beauville. Gets the pass to Winquist. Nice connection for the Cubs. 24-11 your score. Cubs with the press here. Close to 10 seconds. Oh, she went back and forth, and it's going to be a 10-second call. Nice defense by the Cubs. And Cubs will get the ball on the Trapper turnover. Nice defense and play here in the last couple minutes by the Cubs. They've sprinted out to a 24-11 lead. And Vandenhol on the far side gets it to Winquist. Decker just checked into the game. 23 on the shot clock. This will be a three-point attempt by Winquist. Up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Winquist. Cubs with a commanding 27-11 lead. Timeout Trappers. Cubs lead by 16. We'll be back as we thank some of our sponsors for bringing you Cubs on YouTube.
All the way through sometime. That was bars over the years.
Cubs with a great team effort this afternoon, especially on defense in the first half. 13 points by Emily Winquist already in this first half, and just great play from everybody that's been out there. This is Vandenhol on defense, another 8th grader for the Cubs. Getting some valuable varsity experience here. And this pressure is working really well for the Cubs this afternoon. And before the shot, they're going to call a foul on the floor. That's number 22, Bryn Vermolm, is just checked into, and she commits the foul. Her first foul. 4th team foul on the Cubs. One more puts the Trappers in the bonus. And Pies with the steal. She dishes it off to Winquist. Pass. Decker in the game. This is Pies in the middle, and underneath is Vermolm, and freshman Vermolm gets a shot up and draws the foul. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Bryn Vermolm, 5'7" freshman for the Cubs. That first free throw shot up and good. Wearing those yellow shoes. Ready for shot number 2. A little bit too strong, rebounded. Oh, nice effort by Decker. And it goes off the Scotland player. Ball kind of hung around a little bit. Decker put some pressure on for the steal and gets rewarded, and Cubs will have it out of bounds. Actually, fresh shot clock for the Cubs. Once they figure out where they're going to take it out of bounds at. And Lexi Miller's going to check back in for Vandenhol. Scrum in the middle for the ball. 5-1 Havlik ends up with it. Nice play by Havlik. And Cubs set up on defense here. The inside post, a little bit short. Defense by Vromolm and Pies on the inside, but Heckenleibel draws the foul. Nope, it's going to be on the floor, so Trappers will take it out of bounds. 4th team foul. Might have been just out of bounds, actually. Not really too sure. Yeah, I think I was just out of bounds, so no foul on the play. Long three-pointer short. Rebound, who's by Pie. He's really been controlling the boards tonight, is Pies. Miller. We get a foul here.
Hey, go up with it, White.
Two shots now for number 12, Starwalt. Starwalt, 5'6" junior guard for the Trappers. Schissel and Solberg checks in for Winquist and Pies.
Go up strong, White.
And Cubs get the rebound, or 28-12, up by 16. Nice shot by Decker from the far key. Sophomore puts it in and gets the lead up to 18 here. Less than a minute to go here in half number 1. It's been all Cubs this second quarter. The drive by Solberg draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. JV boys are playing over in the other gym. Let's check up and see what's going on that.
Follow through.
Shot missed by Solberg. Looks like 37-28 all the way in the fourth quarter already. They're moving that game along quickly here. This one's just at halftime. 37-28. Looks like Scotland in the lead over the JV boys. We'll have varsity boys, of course. We've got another half of girls to go. But after this girls game, we'll have a varsity boys trying to even their record at 1-1. And it's number 24, Leah Solberg, in the game, and she gets the bucket. So a lot of these some of these eighth graders that have been brought up are making an impact here on the Cubs tonight. Solberg with 2 points. And out of bounds to the Cubs. So in the game for the Cubs, get everybody right.
A short time.
Coach Solberg makes about as many lineup switches and substitution as he does points. But Cubs lead 32-14. And we'll be back with the second half after a few minutes.
Yeah, that was the one that actually popped up with the
And we're all geared up and ready for half number 2. Cubs with the dominating performance. Defense and offensively warmed up a little bit in that second quarter. 32-14 your score. And on the opening, as we open the third quarter. That's Summer Carlson. Nice shot by Carlson. And Cubs up 34-14 on the Trappers. Rebound by Pies and foul. She draws the foul. It's going to be on number 5, third on Heckenliable. Solberg with the ball in the near side. Passes it out to Winquist. And back to Solberg. Three-pointer shot by Solberg. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Solberg. As she scores her 5th point of the game. And Cubs lead 37-14. Trapped by the Cubs here on the near side. We're going to get a foul on the inside. I think that's going to be on Carlson. Third foul on Carlson. First foul of the quarter for the Cubs. And the Trappers will have the ball out of bounds here. And Cubs will get it. Ball was just on the baseline. They're always hard to tough. Oh, popcorn's good this year, so still time to come out and catch the boys game if you shoveled out and want to come in. And Cubs with the ball up 37-14. Cubs being patient here on offense. Long looping pass, tied up a little bit, Arcissel. And number 11, McNinch. They call I believe it was a jump ball, and Cubs will get it out of bounds on the possession arrow. Glad to have Mr. Mitchell Johnson. He was over there reffing the JV game, a little short for the Cubs. How'd that go?
Just finished up. Boys played well. You know, lost by 10, but it's 10 points they could have made up here or there. A couple turnovers at the end of a couple quarters. Pretty much the whole second half, it was even. We were down 10 the whole time. There wasn't any big runs. Everybody was pretty much just consistent that way.
Yeah, how was the reffing, by the way, speaking of the
I don't think I couldn't have missed a call.
Could have missed a call. Okay, he's got a perfect record on the JV season here. That's good. Girls looking good. What you missed in the first half, a lot of defensive pressure by the Cubs, and offense was a little slow going, but they bolted out in the second quarter.
Yeah, happy to see walking in here with a nice lead to start the second half.
Just a lot of players in the game for the Cubs. Nate Solberg has a bevy of players to choose for him on that bench, and he rotates a lot of them out. The Cubs are led by 13 points in the first half by Junior Winquist, Junior Emily Winquist, and foul on the play. That's 3 fouls now on Pies. So Cubs with Carlson and Pies with 3 fouls. As the gym is quiet. Got 3 students over there in the student section.
Yeah, it doesn't help when the whole boys were watching the JV game.
Yeah, this is true.
Wrestlers are in Rapid.
Yeah, we had to get this in early just because of the weather, so. JV game was originally scheduled. It was all going to be in this gym, wasn't it? It was going to be.
Originally, we were going to have JV at 3 o'clock in here, and then the girls still starting at 4.
Yeah.
We were able to move up a half hour.
Just glad to get it in, especially since it's the only home game until after the new year. So.
Yeah, I talked to Jackie Leibel from how their drive was from Scotland Menno. It was a little bit slippery on the way here, but I think it was not terrible.
There's a nice shot by number 12 Starwalt from the far side. 16 points for the Trappers.
Down.
For Starwalt, that's her 6 point of the afternoon. This is Boville on the inside. Tries getting to pass to Pies. Bodies go flying, and the Trappers end up with the ball. They're going to try to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, neither team really using a whole lot of fast break. It feels like they're using a lot of the shot clock on each side.
There's a lot of fast break for the Cubs in the first half, let me tell you. Winquist had a couple coast-to-coast. Pies had a coast-to-coast off a steal, and Cubs really had the accelerator on. But they're comfortably ahead 38-16 here, so that's a foul. That's going to be on Solberg, her second personal foul. Three team fouls in this quarter for the Cubs as McNinch goes to the line to shoot 2. McNitch with 4 points tonight. And that one up and good. Rattles off and short. Rebound fought for, loose ball. Boville in there on the scrum, and jump ball goes to the Trappers. Also in on the scrum was Gothmiller from the Trappers. And out of bounds. As Gothmiller gets it out of bounds, and Cubs with the steal on the tip. This is Winquist. They're going to press the issue just a little bit. Hot shot passed inside. Nice pass underneath the basket from Solberg to Boville. That's LC Boville, number 23, at the line to shoot 2. Up and good for Boville. And we're going to call timeout. Coach Slimgen calls timeout for the Trappers. They were having trouble getting the ball across the timeline. 29-16 your score. Stay tuned. Boys are next after the completion of this game as they look for their first win. Boys did not have we'll just say it was not a good game at all last night in Gayville. They lost 23-54. So they're looking to forget that game and get another crack at it here for their first win in their home opener. We won't have another broadcast until the first of the year. But let me tell you the schedule coming up for the girls and the boys here as we kind of wrap things up here. One more week of school left, but before Christmas break. And let me just get the schedule here as we come out of the timeout here. 39-16 your score. Havleck with the ball. She gets it off inside now. About the free throw line is Gothmiller. Ooh, up and down, but no travel called, and that's going to be a foul on Boville. To the line, number 21, Mock. Boville's first foul. 4th team foul in the Cubs in this quarter. One more with 4 minutes left, and Trappers will be in the bonus. So Cubs, boys and girls, travel across the border to Akron, take on Akron Westfield on Monday. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Parker Marion. That game looks like it is at Parker. Parker Marion, a new co-op form this year. There's a 3-point attempt, a little bit short. Offensive rebound there by number 14, Gothmiller. There's a shot on the baseline, a little bit short. Ball scrambled for. Another offensive rebound for the Trappers. Well, I guess there is one more game before break on the 22nd. That's a Monday, I believe. School will be out, but the Cubs will travel again across Iowa border and take on West Sioux. That's always a good game. Great concession stand in Hayward at West Sioux School. And then our next home game will be January 6th. Cubs will take on the Pirates. So a lot of road matches here in this first month of the season for the Cubs. Chisel with it underneath the basket, gets off to Solberg. Solberg for 3, drains her second 3 of the afternoon. And Cubs up their lead 42-16. That's 9 points for Solberg. Second leading scorer for the Cubs on the afternoon. 11 points last night in the loss at Gayville.
Other side.
Gothmiller trying to work it inside. Has to get it out. Good defense by Schissel. 5 on the shot clock for the Trappers. 3, they're going to have to go for a long three-pointer shot, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And Cubs will get the ball on the shot clock violation. 2:49 in the third. 42-16 your score.
Rebound.
And Skylar Hongslow in for the Cubs. Dishes it off to Winquist. Also in for the Cubs, Solberg, Beauville, and Carlson. For the Trappers, you've got Starwaltz, Mock, Gothmiller. Ball is rattling around down there. Who else is in there? We got Havlick and I think I got everybody there. Number 5, Morgan Bowder is checked in for the. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Just as I say all that, it'll change again, but nothing's changed since the Cubs took the lead. They've now taken command, and they're up 42-16. We'll take a look at our sponsors. We always thank those who sponsored Cubs athletics here on our school channels and Huddle channels. If you're interested in being a sponsor, we're hoping to do more things like video ads and audio commercials. We can make that happen. Contact the school on how you can help support Cubs on our school's YouTube channel and other streaming services. Let's take a look at this sponsor. And we're back here after the timeout. 42-16, 2:30 left to go in period number 3. It's been all Cubs. They expanded the lead in the second quarter and haven't looked back since here. There's a rebound picked up by Hongslow. Long pass inside. Nice dish from Hongslow to Winquist. Cubs do get the offensive rebound on the missed shot. Skyler with a little floater in the lane, a little bit too strong. Rebounded by Burkett. Oh, that's going to be a travel. So first game jitters for some of these Trapper players as the Cubs in their second game, Trappers in their first. Cubs will get the ball out of bounds. They're right there next to assistant coach Joe Miller. Hongslow is going to set up the inbound pass. Dishes it back off to Winquist on the near side. And this is Solberg for 3. It's going to be a little bit too strong. Rebounded by number 14, Gothmiller. Call a travel on the play. Cubs will get the ball back. Turnover is the story for the Trappers this game. Decker's going to take the shot. A little bit too strong. And ball will go to the Trappers. Vermont checks in the game, giving Carlson a break. 1 minute left in quarter number 3. Stay tuned. We've got guys coming up next. Loose ball, 12 on the shot clock. 3-point attempt, a little bit short, rebounded by Hounslow, and Cubs are going to race it up the court. Outlet pass to Winquist. Winquist right inside the 3-point line. A little bit short, McNinch. Loose ball picked up by Solberg. Fires inside to Vermont, outside to Hounslow. Finally, here's Winquist for 3 points. A little bit too strong, rebounded by the Trappers. And that's the end of quarter number 3. 42-16 your score. We'll be back. And we're all set for quarter number 4. Again, Cubs have used a lot of players off the bench. We'll see some of them here as Lexi Miller checks in the game. Cubs have had 8 players in the scorebook tonight, so good distribution of playing time. Nice rotation that Coach Solberg developing here, but pretty good to have 8 players with at least a point for the Cubs. This is Solberg. She's going to do a floater in, and nice shot. Nice runner by Hounslow. Apologies on that. Skylar Hounslow. Her 4th point of the afternoon. Wide open shot. And misses. And Cubs with a rebound. Ooh, Hounslow almost traveled, but great pass. Hounslow to Solberg. Solberg in double digits with 11 points. And Cubs up 46-16, 30 points on the Trappers. Should be running clock, except for free throws, if I got my math right. And there's a shot. Nice shot by Havlik, the freshman. Her first points of the afternoon. And Decker underneath. He's going to dish it off to Miller. Miller shoots. Nice rebound by Hounslow. She puts it up. Cubs battling the boards down there. Ends up in the hands of Gothmiller. Whoops, I think that's going to be a foul on Miller. And wholesale substitution. Looks like
Hey, let's get some rebounds now.
we got Schissel back in, Deckers in, Carlson, Hounslow, Pies. That's Mock, dishes it off to McNinch for the Trappers. You've got Gothmiller over there, as well as Havlik and Heckenlaubel for the Trappers. They trail 18-46 here with 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Loose ball almost stolen by Pies. 4 on the shot clock. Trappers going to have to settle for a long 3-pointer. That hits the rim, and Cubs get the rebound. Hounslow fires it off on the far side to Pies. Pies takes the shot. A little bit misfire on that one. And rebounded by Gothmiller, who's had quite a bit of boards for the Trappers. There's a steal, ends up in the hands of Hounslow. She pushes it down the court, whoops, and knocks it off her teammate's foot.
Play the game. Play the game.
What's the years?
I don't know what that is supposed to be. I did not.
How many years they played basketball on team?
Yes.
And 4:35 here. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be the fourth one on Pies. Number 14, Goff Miller. And some substitutions here. Vermolm checks in. Vandenhol. And Sarah E. Lopez. And 20 points for the Trappers on the afternoon. Cubs have 46. This is Hounslow underneath the basket. She's going to dish it off on the outside. This is Vandenhol for three. Shot up a little bit too strong. Youth moving out there for the Cubs here in the last few minutes of this fourth quarter. We've got a sophomore, freshman, and 3 eighth graders. Long three-pointer by Heckenleibel. Vandenhol on the far side. She draws the foul. That'll again be against number 21, Mock. Mock's first foul. And Leah Solberg checks in for Vermolm. Cubs will take the ball out of bounds on the far side. Eight players with points for the Cubs tonight. Maybe 9. A lot of them. Hard to keep a scorebook, but it's a pretty good rotation. Getting these girls some minutes and experience. Should be a deep bench for Coach Solberg as the season goes on.
Well, it's always nice to get the monkey off your back. Win that first one. Always feels good. Then you never know what's coming up.
Yep. But he's able to rotate a lot of players in here. We've got Michaela Kingma and Inez Garcia in for the Cubs now. Inez, from an exchange student from Spain, I guess had never really played basketball until she came out for practice on the first day. So,
yeah, we'll see what she's got out there. Might be a little nervous in her first time.
She's a pretty good volleyball player for the Cubs in the fall. She got in a little bit the end of yesterday's game, I believe. And Garcia with the steal.
Got to dribble still, though.
Yep, she'll get there. And Trappers will have out of bounds. Running clock here now with the lead ahead of, or over 30, so. Number 12, Starwalt. Nice defense inside by the Cubs. That one up and good by Morgan Bowder. And Miller controls the ball for the Cubs. Less than a minute and a half left. Miller with a shot from the key. A little bit too strong on that one. Rebounded by Heckenabel, but Miller with a steal. And she draws the foul. She's doing some fancy slice and dice move in there and draws the foul. Lopez is going to, we're going to do a timeout, I guess. Get some players in or He's just gonna. I'm not too sure what's going on, but Cubs in command here, 46-22. We're back after timeout here, and Cubs will have the ball. Miller will inbound it for the Cubs. Off to Lopez. Lopez with a little bit of move off the backboard, a little too strong. Gets her own rebound, up and in. Nice play by Lopez. She gets her own rebound. Shades of her older brother. He used to clean up his own rebounds. I used to say about her older brother, he used to pad his stats, all the offensive rebounds he got off his old shots.
Yeah, that looks
She gets her first
pretty similar. Right
Yep,
there.
yep. So how many players is that for the Cubs that have scored now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in the scorebook for the Cubs. Good luck if you're the scorebook keeper for the Cubs this year, trying to keep all those players straight. And I guess the ball is still going. That was a really long pause, but
I think he didn't blow his whistle hard and thought maybe they'd just stop.
yeah. Well, this is going to be all about over. 15 seconds and clock is running. King was going to inbound the ball for the Cubs. They're going to take 20 seconds just to tell her where to go. Time running out for the Cubs. See if they'll get a shot. Miller's going to send off a wild shot. Lopez with a rebound at the buzzer. A little bit short. So Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Nice effort picking up their first victory of the year versus Scotland Menno. Stay tuned. We'll have a little bit of break, and we'll have the boys coming up next.
Alcester-Hudson.
I got it.
who's ready to grow with you. Quality care close to home. That's Alcester Healthcare in Alcester. From immunizations and well-child visits to men's and women's health, behavioral health, and dental care, right here for all ages. With convenient hours and 10-minute routines, level care for the aging family as life is here. Proud to be part of the Alcester community and proud to support our Alcester-Hudson clubs. Horizon Healthcare Alcester Medical and Dental Clinics. We see everyone, and we look forward to seeing you.
Urgent care at Sanford Health makes it easy for you to safely get the care you need without the wait. Find urgent care near you at sanfordhealth.org. Sanford Health is a proud supporter of the Alcester-Hudson Club.
Bickler. I'll say it wrong. I get it. During football, I can't get that right.
Use a biological process.
Again, welcome those of you joining us here for Cubs basketball. Girls defeated Scotland Menno in the first contest tonight. Great performance on for the girls, picking up their first win of the year. Boys looking for that first win of the year against the Trappers here, coming up here in about a minute and a half. Boys best thing they can do is have this game today. Kind of a forgettable first game for the boys against Gayville last night. 23-54 was your final score. Trying to get their offense on track here tonight against the Trappers, who are playing their first game of the year. Boys, if I remember right, lost by 1 to the Trappers last year. And, yeah, a lot of, so we'll see what happens here. A little home cooking will help the Cubs out a little bit. And Cubs will start the senior Walt, the senior Cole, the junior Meyer, junior Ahart, and junior Hake against the Trappers in their first game. So we're about ready to get started here. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer for the starting lineups. Once again, good evening, everybody, as we get ready for our second game of our doubleheader versus the visiting Trappers of Scotland Menno and your hometown Alcester-Hudson Cubs. Let's have the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Trappers, junior, 6'3", junior, number 1, Hunter Clark. 5'10", junior, number 5, Jarrett Andretta. 6 foot senior, number 10, Isaiah Omer. 6'2", senior, number 12, Eric Beekler. And 6'2", senior, number 50, Hunter Yostin. Head coach for the Trappers, William Massey, assisted by Kevin Janis. Now the starting lineups for your hometown Alcester-Hudson Cubs. 5'11", junior, number 4, Jackson Meyer. 6 foot, junior, number 5, Cole Ahart. 6'4", senior, number 21, Jacob Cole. 6'1", junior, number 23, Evan Hake. And 6 foot, senior, number 30, Tommy Wolf. Cubs are coached by Dan Johnson, assisted by Devin Schofield. And we're all set and ready to go here. Cubs versus Trappers. Starters are Meyer, Hake, Ahart, Wolf, and Cole. Clark, Omer, Beekler, Andretta, and Yostin for the Trappers. As we're set to get underway here, there's the tip-off controlled by, looks like Ahart gets it. And he'll bring the ball up, and the Cubs will set up their offense here. See if they can get something going here. Didn't score a lot of points in their last game. Didn't really get a lot of shots off for that matter, as the Raiders played a real good defense on the Cubs. See if Coach Johnson's drawn up some plays to get open, and that's a good start from about the free throw line, right inside the free throw line. The senior Cole rattles one home, and Cubs lead 2-0. This is Omer. Fires it off to Andretta. This is Clark, 6'3", junior guard. Trappers with some size. Here's a steal by Cole. Gonna race down the court. He's gonna dump it off near side to Meyer. Ahart right inside the three-point line. A little bit short. A nice hustle by Meyer, but can't get the rebound. Goes off his hand, out of bounds to the Trappers. As number 5, Andretta, dribbles it up the court. He's going to put it on the floor. Now gives it to Clark. Yostin in the middle for the Trappers this evening. He's going to post up against AHHS. And up and in for Yostin. AHHS gives up some size on that defensive matchup. This is Hake for 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Hake. He struggled a little bit last night. He's getting going early tonight with 3 points. And this is Wolf, dribbled down, shot a little bit too strong, and rebounded by the Trappers. It's a nice shot by number 1 Clark. Pull-up jumper from right inside the free throw line. His first 2 points of the night, 5-4 your score. Cubs pass it around now, dish it inside, back outside to Hake. Hit a 3 a few moments ago, that one a little bit too strong. Nice rebound by Wolf. Wolf's going to try from 3 land, nothing but the bottom of the net for Wolf. 2 3-pointers by the Cubs here in the early going, have them up 5-4. As Andretta takes it methodically across the timeline. Now he hurries up the offense a little bit. Long 3-point shot attempt by number 10, Omer. Hake almost gets the ball stolen, but gets a break there. Ball goes out of bounds. Summervold and Beauville set to check in. Beauville rolled his ankle a little bit first at the end of the first half. I don't believe he played in the second half last night, but he's back in there tonight for the Cubs. Him and Isaac Summervold, both juniors, check in. Isaac gives some height and length to the Cubs down in the middle. Meyer almost has the ball stolen, gets it back though. Beauville picks it up, gets it back across the timeline. 19 on the shot clock for the Cubs. Cole's going to try it from 3-point line. A little bit too short, but nice rebound underneath by Hake. Hake's going to put it on the floor, put it up for the shot. A little bit too strong offensive rebound, put back, and one for Jacob Cole. Nice rebound, put back, and draws the foul. He's going to go for the old-fashioned 3-point play, trying to put the Cubs up by 7 as they lead 10-4. A little bit short there. And rebound controlled by Clark of the Trappers. Dishes it off to Omer here on the near side. Omer's going to drive, puts up a baseline shot. Nice defense by Meyer, partially blocks the shot. Meyer gets the rebound. He dishes it ahead to Cole. Gets a shot blocked by Beekler. The Cubs will have it out of bounds, though. They lead 10-4, have the ball. Hake's going to bring it out of bounds on the near side, underneath the basket. Fires it out to Meyer, who gets it to Beauville. Andrew Beauville in the game for the Cubs. This is Summervold on the inside. He draws the foul. Second team foul for the Trappers. Oh, ball gets stolen. A little bit of high pass. And Cubs get it right back. And we're going to get a foul on the loose ball against the Trappers. That'll be the third team foul already. 2 more fouls, and Cubs will be on the bonus here. It's 3:42 left to go in the first quarter. Hake calls in, gets the play, lets his teammates know what's going on. Dishes it on the inbounds. Meyer with an opportunity, an open shot. Oh, a little bit too strong, and he gets the rebound again. He's going to put up again. Still too strong. Cole gets the rebound. Cubs with a third offensive rebound. Hay can't get it in. So Cubs with all kinds of chances. Now we have a loose ball, and that's going to be an easy 2 for Clark, as the Cubs were crashing the boards hard but didn't catch the man who cleared out for the Trappers. And Trappers cut it to 4. Nice dish from Cole to Summervald. 12-6 your score. Nice look by the senior Cole. Found Summervald, who completed the play underneath. And we're going to get a travel here on Riley Keppen, who's checked in the game for the Trappers. Micah Goring also in the game for the Trappers. Ethan Brown's going to check in for the Cubs, another junior for the Cubs. Have a very strong junior class, 3 or 4 juniors to choose from for Coach Johnson. This is Brown, he's one of them. Walt. Now here's on the, nice play. Nice play underneath. Nice pass. Nice way to get open on the back door by Walt. 14-6 now. Cubs up by 8 here. 2:23 left to go in quarter number 1. 3-point attempt on the way. A little bit too strong. Rebound by AHHS underneath. And Walt is going to bring it across the timeline for the Cubs. Set up their offense. Boble has it on the near side. Boble's going to put it on the floor. Dish it out to Cole, but I think he went out of bounds and came back in, or had his foot on the timeline. That'll be a turnover. So 1:56 left to go. There's a drive inside by Yostin. And the Trappers have it. Nice shot by Walt, a little bit short. .40 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. A little floater by Ulmer. Scoring slowed down a little bit here in the last minute or so, both for both teams. Cubs still lead by 6. Nice shot by Summervold, puts it up and goes for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Good job, Isaac.
And Summervold for the shot. He's got 4 points on the evening already, and he's going to get the foul here. That's going to be on AHHS. So Cubs lead 18-8 after the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this. Sorry about that, missing the audio there, but AHHS with the rebound. Cubs up by 12, and they get the ball back on a turnover. Long three-pointer by Walt, a little bit short. Ball goes out of bounds to the Trappers. So Cubs in control here with a 12-point lead. 20 points already in this first half. They're only 3 short of their entire output of last night's game. So you got to like that on the offensive end for Coach Johnson. Like to see these boys shooting the ball more, a little more distribution. The points. 6 points for Cole. There's a shot up and in. Nice shot by number 12, Beekler. And timeout on the floor. Cubs lead 20-10. We'll be back. And we're back after the timeout. 20-10 your score. Cubs with the basketball. AHHS on the near side has it. Jacob Cole asking for the ball underneath. Now we got Hake open on the far side. He's going to put the ball on the floor. And drive to right in front of the free throw line. Shot just a little bit too strong. And that's number 10. He's going to go all the way. A nice slicing and dicing in the lane by Omer. And Trappers cut it to 8. Hake now with the ball. This is Ethan Brown in the game for the Cubs. Nice move inside by Cole. Leading scorer for the Cubs. He's got 8 points here in this first half. Cubs back up by 10. And traveling violation. Cubs have the ball. Walt's got it in the near corner. And inside, there's AHHS underneath, up and in. Cole AHHS showing his inside presence. A good ball fake up and in, gets the basket. And he's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. AHHS, a junior for the Cubs. Known in the past for his outside shooting, but he's playing more of a strongman inside for the Cubs this year. He's got a couple buckets on the night. And they're going to get a foul on the ground, and Cubs will get it out of bounds. Sorry for the scoreboard. It should be back working now, hopefully. Nice pass to Hake. Gets his own rebound after the miss. And 28-12, Cubs extend their lead on a nice little run here. We'll be back after this timeout. Cubs get the ball off. And Trappers get it back here, kind of back and forth here. Cubs up by 14. Sorry about that. I've been kind of running about three things at once here, but we got it. Cubs are up ahead 28-14. Beauville, Somervald, Hake, Meyer, Cole in for the Cubs. And Trappers on the drive will get a foul. It'll be Yostin draws the foul. It'll be fourth foul on the Cubs. It'll be 2 on Somervald. And number 10, Omer, to line to shoot 2. Meyer checks out. 2 fouls on Meyer. Wall checks back in for the Cubs. Free throw up and good. 28-15, 13-point lead for the Cubs. 3 minutes left to go until half. Wall's gonna take it across the timeline, gets it to Hake. Just a bit outside on that pass as it sails a little high. And Trappers will have the ball. 2:55 left to go. Nice drive by Yostin, just comes up a little bit short. Hake with the rebound. Hake with the drive, rebounded by the Trappers. This is Andretta. 3-point shot on the way by Riley Keppen in the game. Rebounded by Wall. Slows down the Cubs offense just a little bit. Hake for 3. A little bit too strong. Nice rebound by Beauville underneath. He's going to go back up with it and gets the bucket. Cleaning up on the glass is Andy Beauville. Puts it back in for the Cubs, and they lead by 15. Nice work by the junior. We're going to get a foul on the ground there before the rebound, I think. It's going to be Wall's first foul, third team foul for the Cubs. Substitutions in for both the Cubs. Looks like Brown checks in for Somervald. Number 3, Keppen has it. Dishes it off to number 10, Omer. Inside, that's 22, Micah Goring. Rebounded by Brown. 1:43 left to go. Cubs in control, looking good in this first half. They've doubled up the Trappers. They lead 30-15. This is Hake underneath baseline. Shot rattles around and good. A little home field rim working in our favor there on the good shot by Hake. And Cubs up 32-15. Hake with 7 points on the afternoon. And Cubs get the rebound. This is Walth for 3. Splash down. Tommy Walth, the senior, buries the 3 for the Cubs. Puts them up now by 20 with 1 minute left to go until half. Clark buries the jumper for the Trappers. Nice shot by Hunter Clark. He's got 6 points on the afternoon. 37, almost 30 seconds coming up on left in the half. 22 on the shot clock. Here's Hake. Walth underneath. Nice play by Walth underneath, up and in. Tommy's got 10 points to lead the Cubs. Well, Walth and Cole, both seniors, leading the way with 10 points each for the Cubs here with 12 seconds left in the half. Slice and dice move by Omer, and he draws the foul, just the 4th foul, so it'll be out of bounds with 11 seconds left. Shot clock off. Gonna put Ahart back in. Looks like Meyer and Summervald are set to check in. Probably looking at fouls if you're Coach Johnson. Want to get a silly foul with 11 seconds left, so he's going to sit Cole, Hake, and Walth. 11 seconds left. Brown goes for the steal. He's going to get an open shot here for Clark. 5 seconds left. Boble has the ball. 3 seconds. They're going to pass it off to Meyer. Meyer in the corner to Brown, but can't get the shot off. Great first half by the Cubs. And they lead 37-17. So Cubs up on 20 on the Trappers. We'll be back with your second half action after a bit.
Nice, sir.
Today, Menno is Sky ready for your expectations of or something of
Samuel makes it easy for you to stay away from the way. Find your there near you. That's super powerful. Samuel, also closing fun. Always understood the value of anger. We recognize there should be one place already established. Each step all clear so as easy it's a good to know so every hour. Today and always. This is all the background. It's all the career informations and for some children. This is early.
And we start off half number 2 with a three-pointer by Hake as Cubs up their lead to 40-17 as we start the second half here. Nice play inside by Clark. So Hake with a hot hand. He's got 10 points. 3 players with 10 points for the Cubs in double digits here just slightly into the second half. This is Walsh. That's the 3 returning starters actually for the Cubs leading the way. Long three-pointers by attempt by AHHS, a little bit short. Rebound goes to long three-point shot. Good by number 5, Andretta. His first 3 points of the evening, and Trappers cut it to 18 points. Nice defensive swat there by Beekler. Cubs will keep it inbounds, though. 26 on the shot clock. Again, thanks again for joining us for basketball today. Next home game won't be till the 1st of January, somewhere around there. I can't remember the date exactly, but we'll have another home game versus Avon. Cubs got 3 road games coming up before Christmas, so busy schedule these last couple weeks. We'll be on the road on Monday at Akron Westfield. They will then play Saturday at Parker Marion. There's Cole with a long three-point shot short. Hake with the rebound, fighting for it underneath. Workman's-like effort for Hake down on the low block with the rebound, drawing the foul. So next week, Monday at Akron Westfield. Saturday at Parker versus Parker Marion, new co-op this year. And then the following Monday, school will be out, but we'll have a game. Finish out the Iowa portion of the schedule. Play at West Sioux. If you live close, if you live in the Alcester area, it's always fun to go over to Iowa to watch those games. I'm kind of a food guy, and I think the concession stands in Iowa do an excellent job at West Sioux and at Akron Westfield. I always like it when you can order a cheeseburger, so go check out the cheeseburger and watch the Cubs take a short drive the next couple Monday nights. 41-22 your score here. 6 minutes left to go in period number 3. Ball flipped out of bounds by the Cubs. It'll stay Trappers' ball. Ulmer, nice basket. He's got 5 points. This is Cole. He's going to drive to the basket. Nice move. Slicing and dicing his way through the lane is the senior Cole. Puts the Cubs up 43-24. He's got a dozen points tonight. Nice turnaround shot by Clark. He's in double digits. 10 points tonight. Nice move underneath the basket. Hake has the ball stolen, and nice steal by Ulmer. He's going to draw the foul, too. Foul's going to be on Hake, his first foul, first team foul of the quarter. Somervall checks in for Meyer. And Trappers will take it out of bounds in front of the Cubs bench. Andretta takes the ball across the timeline, sets up the Trapper offense. A long three, a little bit short, rebounded by Ethan Brown. Oh, Somervall was open underneath the basket. Cole couldn't quite get him the pass. It's broken up by Beekler. Nice play by Beekler. Timeout on the floor. 43-26 your score with 4:50 left. We're back after the timeout. Cubs will have the ball underneath. Inbounds pass to Somervall. Thinks about going up, makes a couple moves. Nice move on the jump step by Somervall. He's got 6 points on the afternoon. Early evening now, I suppose. Thanks for joining us. Some of you are watching what you'd hope would be a USD win versus a tough Montana squad. I tell you, it's always tough to go up to Montana and play. They really, those fans in those Montana, as we saw last week with SDSU and this week with the USD games, I'm guessing it's pretty loud. They're always a tough place to play. It'll be the big game with a chance to go to the finals in Montana next week. Montana versus Montana State. It's always a huge game in the state of Montana, and it'll be even huger with a chance to be in the national championship game next week. Three-point shot, a little bit too strong. Nice rebounded by Goring. He puts up a shot. And Somervall gets the rebound for the Cubs. Cole swings it to Walsh. Walsh going to go for three, a little bit short. Rebounded by Clark. Girls won earlier in convincing fashion over the Trappers. Boys in control here. Still a lot of game got left, a lot of clock left. 45-26 with 3:39 left to go. As Beauville and Ahart check in, giving Hake and Walth a rest. High arching three-point attempt, up and good by Ulmer. He's got 7 points. But too much twisting and shouting by Cole draws the foul. And Trappers will get it back on a little bit of run here. Down by 17. Far side, high three-point shot. A little bit too strong for Clark. Rebounded by Brown. Now Andy Boble's going to take it up the court for the Cubs. Cole with the drive and draws the foul. Nice, strong, aggressive drive by Cole. 12 points to lead the Cubs scorers tonight, and he goes to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 22, Micah Goring. His first foul, second team foul of the quarter on the Trappers as Cole to the line. Up and good. Second shot rattles on. Fight for the rebound, won by Clark. And the Trappers will set up their offense here. Here's the drive. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Nice play inside by Keppen, finishing that play off for the Trappers. They're pulled within 16 here. Still plenty of time. Cubs will need a. Cole's going to fake the shot. Dish it out to AHHS. AHHS going to dribble drive. Shot up and, ooh, a little too strong. Rattles in and out. And they're going to get a foul on Meyer. His third foul. Fourth team foul on the Cubs. Shot a little bit too strong. Nice rebound by Jacob Cole. Going to fire it off on the wing to Somervall, trying to get underneath to Brown or to Meyer. Nice drive by Jacob Cole, a little bit too strong. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to get the foul and go to the line because that, well, just a third team foul. It wasn't a shot. He's going to call it a shooting foul. He is going to call it shooting foul, so he's going to shoot 2. So he was trying to go up with it. Taken away. And a couple of substitutions in here for the Cubs after the free throw shot. In for the Cubs for the first time tonight, number 34, Adam Fickbaum. Sophomore. 6-foot sophomore. Shot up and good. And 1:24 left to go. 18-point lead for the Cubs. Nice defense underneath by Wolf on that drive. And he gets the rebound. 1 minute left to go in quarter number 3. Cubs with an 18-point line. Wolf with a nice drive and a great dish. And gets the 2 points. Walt's got 12 points on the afternoon. Ooh, yep, I thought it was maybe a push, yep. Saw him lose his footing a little bit. A bit too strong on that free throw by Faith. As the Trappers are in a bonus. Number 50, Austin checks in. Number 12 looks like Beekler's in. Keppin's at the line. So that also got Goring in there. And 35 seconds left to go. Cubs up by an even 20 now. This is Ethan Brown. If they're at 15 on the shot clock, it's a little bit of difference. There's more game clock than shot clock at this point. Ball is deflected. Fight for it, out of bounds. Cubs get only 5 on the shot clock though. And Hake gets it stolen by Clark. 7 seconds left. Does get the timeout. Coach Massey in kind of a wild sequence. Ball being stripped out of players' hands. Bodies diving on the floor. And coach calls timeout. 30-second timeout here with 4.8 seconds. See what the Trappers draw up. It's been a good offensive output for the Cubs, doubling their score almost, with 1 quarter still left to go from last night. 15 points from Cole, 12 points from Walth. Hake with 11 to lead the Cubs. Trappers are led with 10 points from Clark. And 2 seconds. The last second floater shot up and good. Nice shot by number 3 Keppin at the buzzer. After 3 quarters, Cubs 50, Trappers 32. We'll be back for quarter number 4. Nice 3-pointer by Walth there as we open up after the timeout here. Going to get a foul here as we beginning quarter number 4 here. This is Hake. Nice shot by Hake. Hake's warming up. He's got 11 points now for the Cubs. They lead 55-33. Shot in and out by number 12, Beekler. Cubs get the rebound. Cole open on the baseline, a little short. Fight for the rebound underneath the basket. Players on the floor. People flying everywhere. And Coach Johnson gets a timeout. So we'll be back here with the full timeout after a moment. Back after the timeout. Nice rebound by A. Hart. Picked up on the floor by the Trappers. There's another scrum for it. Bodies are flying everywhere in the last minute or so. They're just going to call that a jump ball. So shot up and in for the Cubs. They lead 57-33 here with 5:47 left to go. And nice shot by Tommy Wolf. Up and in. And Cubs lead 59-33. Wolf with a nice afternoon. He's got 17 points. Cole with 17. Hake with 13. Long three-point attempt, a little bit too strong. And Wolf ends up with the rebound. He's going to go coast to coast. Scoops it up and in. A couple nice points by Walt. He has extended the lead to 61-33 here. Under 5 left to go in this one, and Cubs in control over the Trappers. Foul on the Omer drive is credited to Jackson Meyer. Fourth foul for Meyer. Walt now with 19 points to lead the Cubs scorers. Yostin in and good. Yostin with 4 points tonight. Oh, and they're going to say he traveled, so it's always tough. The jump step, Euro step, mid-Euro step, shuffle, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it's called. Most of the time it's probably a travel. 51-35 your score, 4:21 left to go. Cubs in control. There's another. So this is Meyer. Let's see, get Meyer in the score sheet. He does. Jackson Meyer with 2 points. And Cubs in command, 63-35. Long 3-point shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Beekler. This is AHHS. Gets roughed up underneath. No foul called. Cubs control the ball, though. Now he's going to get the foul. Just the second team foul on the Trappers. And looks like some of the starters are going to come out here. Clock is still running. .6 lead. Supposed to run at 30 points, but now they got it here. 3:05 left to go. In for the Cubs, we've got Brown, Summervald, AHHS, Andy Boville, and number 34, the sophomore, Adam Fickbaum. Long 3-point attempt by Brown. And because it missed everything. Not too sure on that rule. They had the rebound. I haven't heard that one, but. Two shots on the foul for the Trappers. That's number 22, Micah Goring. Looking to get in the score column here tonight. That foul was on 34 Fickbaum, his first. Fickbaum with the white shoes and bright colored laces. Like the look on the sophomore for the Cubs. Looks like we got some more JV players or some more subs coming in for the Cubs. Summervald with the rebound. Homley and Vermolm second. This is Andy Boville for 3. A little bit short, rebounded by Goring. Goring's going to go all the way and get the foul. Nice drive by Goring and 1. And in for the Cubs, Emmett Manning, Colt Vermolm, and Rylan Omley. Omley, the sophomore. Manning, Vermolm, freshman. Vermolm had a 3 toward the end of last night's contest. Nice rebound, but they do end up with it. 2 minutes left to go. Long 3-point shot. Rebound fought for again. Control by the. They're going to get the foul. That foul's going to be on. It says number 10 on there. I'm not too sure who that is. It's supposed to be on Boville, but he's not in the game. And Brown with the rebound. Shot a little bit too strong. This is Keppen with the ball for the Raiders. And driving the open lane is Goring. Got a direct pass to the basket there. Nice work by the Raiders offense. Wyatt Fisher in the game for the Trappers. Stobner in as well. So is Monkvold. And this is Fisher with the ball. Wide open underneath is Monkvold. They're going to call a travel, though, so didn't work out. Brown kicks it out to Omley. Omley for three. A little bit too strong. Out of bounds, stays with the Cubs. .53 seconds left to go. And that's going to go out of bounds to the Cubs. 44 seconds left to go. Next home game, next broadcast we'll have for you on the Cubs YouTube channel will be on January 6th versus the Pirates of Avon. Cubs with 3 road games to close out the December schedule coming up. And just a reminder, we're broadcasting all the varsity events on our school's YouTube channel this year. If you're looking for that JV event or that junior high event, check out the Huddle Fan website. You can get the app. You can find Huddle Fan for your smart TV and look on your phone. You can get it on a web browser. Any junior high or JV contests are on Huddle Fan. And, of course, all varsity contests will be on the school's YouTube channel. That's a steal from Vermont. Manning wanted the 3. 5 seconds left. Cubs are going to dribble this out. Nice win for the Cubs. Both teams, girls and boys, get their first win of the year. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. Thanks for joining us. If I don't see you or hear from you, have a Merry Christmas season, however you celebrate it. Good night. God bless. Drive safe in this crazy winter weather, everyone. We'll see you. Cubs will be in action Monday at Akron Westfield. Come out and see the Cubs on the road. Next broadcast in January. First week of January, we'll take on the Pirates. Good night. God bless, everyone.